What is good? Jordan here, back at y'all with another video. But first, before I get started, look at the view. Look at that. Down here at the river, chilling, you know. Peaceful down here. It just stormed here, sun's out. Right? Well, anyways, this video is going to be for people, you know, new bike riders who can't decide whether to buy a new or used bike. And I'm going to just give my overall opinion. I'm not going to even go in too deep about it because, you know, this ain't hard. So I'm just give my overall opinion. And my opinion is, if you're a new rider and you're buying a bike, I think that you should buy used, and I'll tell you why. With buying a used bike, there's pros and cons to it all. With buying a used bike, you know what you're in for. You know it's a used bike. You know the bike probably has a little bit of, you know, damage, like blemishes to the bike. You know it's already, you know it's pre-owned. And you know that with a new bike, it's not going to be as much as it is with a used bike, depending though. I'm not saying that all new bikes are expensive, just that I know there are new bikes that cost less than used bikes. Some people be overcharging, but if you're a new rider, you should buy a used bike as opposed to buying new. When you buy new, you know, they're gonna hit you high. You know, there's dealerships around here and they're gonna overcharge for a bike. Now, let's say you want a bike from a dealership, brand new. Well, not, it ain't even gotta be brand new. Let's just say you want a bike from a dealership and the bike costs like 10 grand. You could go online and look on the Facebook Marketplace or Let Go or whatever apps you use, Craigslist. You probably get the same bike for half off. Now, the only good thing with buying from a dealership is that you know the bike is good. It's well serviced. It doesn't need anything. The inspection's there. Everything's good. New oil. Everything is as good as it can be with that bike. But with a used bike, you don't really know. You're not too sure about it. You don't know if the oil has been changed, and you don't know if the fork seals are good. You don't know if the bike is all there. The best thing you could do is just do your research on how to properly tell if a bike is good or not. How you check a bike is the same way you check a car. Now, with buying a used bike, I recommend that you take somebody with you who knows bikes, where they could come with you and they could look at the bike for you, and they'll let you know, hey, this is a good buy. Because when I bought my bike, I didn't know what to look for at all. I didn't know a damn thing. I was asking friends and family who, you know, my uncles who rode bikes. I'm asking anybody I could, and they all told me different things. So, I think the biggest things that I learned with buying a bike is obviously making sure that all the functions work. And I mean function, I mean like the blinkers, the horn, anything that will hold it back from passing an inspection. And also to see if the bike has already been inspected. That's another thing you want to look for. But people who sell bikes online, they'll put down, bike doesn't need anything, bike is all good, only took it out a couple of times, just had no time to ride it. But I call BS on that one. You know, they'll say anything they can say just to get the bike off their hands. When you're buying a bike, you should take somebody with you, right? Take somebody with you who knows what they're talking about, or do your own research. I'm telling you. Just like how, you know, if you're in the cars and you want a specific car, like, you know what to look at. You do your research on a car, a specific car, before you want it. You know what I'm saying? So before you go buying a bike, do your research on the bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, look up things to look for on a bike. And people who may watch this probably know more than me about bikes. So if you know anything about bikes, you know, comment below and highlight, you know, point out what I'm missing. You know, any little bit helps, because when I was getting a bike, I ain't have nobody to ain't had nobody to take with me to go look at a bike. I just took the owner's word. Now I learned what to look for through trial and error, through just experience of owning a bike myself. And from owning a bike myself, I'll tell you to look at the forks. Make sure that the fork seals are all right, because if you buy a used sports bike or any bike from somebody, chances are they were popping wheelies. Popping wheelies is cool and all that. It's cool on a highway. I understand that. I like to see people pop wheelies, but then again, you know, it's not good for the bike. It's just not. Also, check the brakes. Let me just touch on the seals, because my seals was leaking. My forks was leaking. My fork seals cracked, and it was leaking fluid. The fluid went right down the forks, and it went down onto the rotors. It went onto my rim and onto my tire. And I didn't look at that. I didn't know it was doing that. I didn't know it was leaking until my uncle pointed it out to me. And being dumb, I still rode the bike on it. You know, I just cleaned it up every time before I left. And I noticed that every time I put the bike up and I'll go get it the next day, I'll see some oil right on the ground. So I was riding the bike at that time, which was extremely unsafe. I know everybody's gonna say in the comments I'm crazy, this and that, but whatever, you live and you learn. Make sure the clutch is good. You don't want your clutch to be loose, your handlebar to be loose. Also, you want to make sure that your brake handlebars ain't loose. You want to make sure that both brakes work, the front and the back. So those are all the things that I learned with owning my first bike, and those are the things that I would tell somebody if they ask me what to look for. That's exactly what I tell them to look for. Now I know there's gonna be guys that's gonna be watching this video who been riding longer than me. Probably some old guy been riding for 30 years. So if any of y'all, you know, who has way more experience than I do, which a lot of you do, and like I said, I don't know everything. So if any of y'all watch this video, comment below, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, all criticism is welcomed here. You know, if I left something out, let me know. You know, if there's a website you can go on, well, you could also Google that anytime you need to, but comment below, man. You know, comment below, point out anything that I missed or anything. You know, comment, put anything out there, because I know it goes deeper than that. Honestly, I really know it goes deeper than that, and I don't know everything about a motorcycle. I just know the basics from owning the bike, like I told y'all. So, yeah. But that's all that I gotta say, really. You know, ain't no reason to keep dragging this on. You know, you got your positives and your negatives about buying a used motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, when you buy your first bike, you make the smart decision for you. And hey, at the end of the day, do what you want with your own money, man. That's it. But my advice, just to buy used. Do your research. You know what to look for in a bike. Hopefully, what I put out there helps y'all. And you know, with anybody else that watches this video, if you have more experience and you know, and you can get deeper, comment below. You know, and let us know. You know, because we need safe bikes out there. There's a lot of people riding bikes out there who don't know what to look for, and little do they know they're riding a piece of shit like I was. You know what I'm saying? They were riding a piece of shit bike like I was, because my bike looked nice, but it was really unsafe with the seals cracked and everything. But I'll go over that in another video, how I got my bike, what did I do, my experiences. I'll do that in another video. Alright, so yo, I hope this helped y'all, and I'm out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't hate. Just hit that button. It ain't cost you no money. And I'm out.